And it's Mr. Art LaFlam. He looks like he's surfing or something. I love this picture. I think this is in front of Robbie's house in Salt Lake City. Art was invited as a special guest at one point to come out because of his leadership in the business. Art, are you on the line with us tonight?
Yes, we are. Can you hear me okay?
Art, I can hear you just fine, and I prepared just a few little bullet points for Art because he has a story to tell, and I'm just blown away. Art, tell us a little bit about your experience with diets in the past.
Well, I tried just about everything you can, that came down the pike. The only thing that I was able to do is increase my weight probably 8 to 10 pounds every year. And that really wasn't what I wanted to do. So the bottom line is, just like it says right there, diets don't work.
Wow. So what did you do? How did you overcome that? What's the process?
Well, one of the first things that I did was when the Truth and Fun came out, I used to drink a lot of diet sodas and thinking that diet soda was so much better for you than the other ones.
Yeah.
I drank a lot of them. Switching from the diet sodas to the Fun and the Truth, over the past year, I've lost just a little over 15 pounds before the Better Body System even came out.
So that's the only thing you did. You just switched to the Truth and the Fun instead of drinking the diet sodas, which are supposed to be for diets, and you lost 15 pounds.
That's correct. That's correct.
That's amazing. I had that same experience, Art. I switched from Truth and Fun, stopped drinking my sugary beverages, and one of the things I stopped was just fruit juice. Unbelievable, but it's true. There's so much sugar in fruit juice. And so I stopped drinking even fruit juice, and I lost 15 pounds just switching to Truth and Fun.
It's amazing when you start reading the labels to see how much, what is in it. It's crazy. It really is.
It is nuts. So how did you lose? Now, you went beyond your weight loss goal of 15 pounds. You went beyond that. How did you do that?
Well, when the Better Body System came out, and again, I had this in the back of my head of all this other weight loss that I tried and et cetera and was not successful with, and I kept saying, this one's doing it and that one's doing it, and I know these people. I've met them, I've been around them for a while, and I know them, but I'm thinking,
these are real people. They're not just made-up people.
Exactly. But what my thought is in the back of my mind, will it work for me? And that to me was a biggie. So we tried it. We jumped on it. I have to say that within my first 10 days, I lost 17 pounds and a total of 10 inches. 4 inches of that was, around my waist.
4 inches on your waist.
4 inches on my waist.
Man, that's like new wardrobe stuff.
This it really is. It's crazy. You see me running around in some of the old dungarees that I was wearing.
Falling off of you. But the thing that blew me away, I was talking with Art earlier, and he told me a story about his Thanksgiving experience. And I wonder if you could relate that to everybody, because I want you to understand that this isn't just some fad. It isn't just some quick, magic diet that you take a diet pill and lose some water weight or something. This is actually converting your body into a fat-burning body. Tell us a little bit about your experience with Thanksgiving this year.
Okay. Let me just add a piece before we get to that at the end of my 14th day from being on the Better Body System, I'd lost over 6 inches on my waist.
Whoa.
And that is absolutely with no exercise at all. I was not doing any extra exercise or anything. I mean, I work around the house here, put around the house, but that's about it. So when Thanksgiving rolled around, we were having the grandkids in and everything, and I thought, you can't, the little ones don't understand if you only have a little of this and a little of that and everything. So, I'm a junk food junkie. I was just looking for excuses. So I said, okay, we're going to hang it up. And here we go with Thanksgiving.
Free day.
More than a free day. I actually had 4 free days.
4 free days. Wow. 4 free days in a row.
And really quick running down through them on Thanksgiving, I had all the, the big meals, all the fixings, the pies, cookies, you name it. Friday, the grandchildren were still here, so I went out and I got a couple of large pizzas. We had cookies and pie afterwards. Saturday, we were cleaning up on the leftovers, and there was still more pie and cookies. Sunday, we finally finished everything off. and including the pies and the cookies. Monday morning, I didn't know if I wanted to jump on the scales or not. I did, and I had gained 5 pounds.
Okay.
However, in gaining that 5 pounds, my pants just didn't seem the same. So I said, okay, I'm going to grab the tape measure. I had lost 1 inch from around my waist.
My goodness.
During those 4 days. So what that tells me is that the fat-burning system had to still be working.
Well, it's amazing because we all know that muscle weighs 2.5 times that of fat. And when you have a fat-burning body and you're putting, some of those carbohydrates into your system, when you have a fat-burning body, will actually convert to more lean muscle mass. And, with Anna, having her as a personal trainer where she's building muscle mass, she's taking massive amounts of calories, 6 shakes a day. And we can see how, that theory or that science is really going to work in creating a lean, fat-burning body, because muscle is the engine that burns fat.
And the amazing part about this, it's all in the ingredients and in the system of Yoli, because I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is taking the Yoli products. I mean, it isn't like I have to do anything special or anything else. But
well, we're going to show some pictures, some before and after pictures in just a sec here. But tell us a little bit about your belt. I love this. I love this story.
Okay, but let me jump back on just a second before we get to that, and that is that on Monday morning, like I said, I was up 5 pounds. Tuesday morning, Monday I went back onto the Better Body system. So Tuesday morning, I had lost 3 of those 5 pounds, and I had to punch another hole in my belt. Wednesday morning, this morning, okay, I had almost lost the other 2 pounds. I was down 1 3/4 pounds. That means I'm just 1/4 pound away, or this morning I was, from being back to my pre-Thanksgiving weight of 189. And I did that in only 2 days of being back on the Better Body system.
Wow.
Yeah.
You had to punch a hole in your belt.
And I love this belt, and the whole thing came about totally, just spontaneously. It wasn't thought behind it or anything else, but, I wear a belt, and it has a big eagle buckle on the front of it, and so it's got one of those little hooks on the end, so all you need to do is punch holes. You just keep and just right here, I just want to say that so far, I've put 5 extra holes in that belt.
5 holes.
5 holes in it. Now, the other morning, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he asked me, he says, "Hey, Art, how you doing with that system of losing weight?" And without even stopping or thinking or anything, I just loosened my belt, showed him the extra holes that I'd had to punch in it. He just stood there with his mouth open, just looking at the belt. Then he says, "Art, can you get me some information about that weight loss system?" And I said, "Sure, Dave." And what I did, I try to be very particular on what I say when I mention it. I told him, I said, "Sure, Dave, it's Yoli's Better Body System." And I'd be glad to, because Yoli's products have better ingredients, and that gives us, you and I, better results.
Well, the results are absolutely obvious. When you look at these pictures, it's just amazing to see the results that you've had here. I mean, the inches lost is phenomenal. And, it's a sad thing to say, but, your Santa Claus status has gone away. Nobody trusts a skinny Santa, When we've been on cruise ships with Art in the past, and he wore this really cool Santa outfit where he had a Santa hat and his white, or his red Santa muscle shirt there that he wears out to the beach, and it was just great to take pictures with Santa Claus. But boy, that Santa belly sure shrinking quick.
It is amazing, and yes, you don't trust the skinny Santa, but that's fine with me.
Well, Art, thank you so much for joining us. An incredible story, so inspiring for everybody. I can't wait to see you again and see the incredible shrinking Art LaFlam. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for sharing your stories.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, you bet. One thing that Art mentioned, and you step on the scale, it's important to monitor yourself on the system, but the most important thing is not the pounds, it's the inches, because remember, muscle weighs more than fat, and you want to burn the inches, we want you to have a lean body. Lean muscle mass is what burns the fat from the inside out. And so don't worry so much about the scale as the tape measure. That's the most important part.